Hello, everybody. How are you all? I hope you all are doing very well. In this video, I'll be discussing Class 9th Beehive book, Poem 1, The Road Not Taken, composed by Robert Frost in the year 1961. Robert Frost, who was born on 26th March 1874, was a renowned American poet. He has composed many poems like Dust of Snow, Birches, Fire and Ice, Stopping by Wood on a Snowy Evening, The Mending Wall, and many more. In this poetry, the poet has taken the theme which is common in people. The theme is making choice in life. In this poetry, the poet has asked the people to be wise while making choice. Because once the choice is made, then this choice leads to our future and there is no return. We cannot be back. We cannot be again at the starting point. So, poet suggests us that while we make choice, we have to be quite careful. We have to make choice very carefully. The title, The Road Not Taken, suggests that the poet has made a choice and he has left one road for some other time. This shows that the difficulty, the problem, the dilemma of the poet, the road not taken. Here, these roads, these two roads are the symbol of choices. These two roads show two choices of our life, and out of these two choices we have to make only one choice, because we cannot travel on two roads simultaneously, or we can say we cannot choose two ways in one go. We have to drop one idea. We have to only choose one way, and if we have to drop the idea of choosing the other way. As it is common in our life too. If we have choices, for example, if we talk about class 11 students, they have different choices before them. Either they can go for their science stream, or they can choose their commerce stream or humanities. They have different choices in their life, but they have to choose only one thing, one stream, which will be leading to their future. There is no return, right? So, poet has suggested us to be wise while making our choice. This poem, The Road Not Taken, is an autobiographical in nature, or we can say that it is a nostalgic commentary on life by the poet. Now comes what is nostalgia? Nostalgia is to recollecting the past. Yes, here the poet Robert Frost is recollecting his past memories when he was about to make his choice of his career. So, this is a nostalgic commentary on life. This is autobiographical in nature and it is a metaphor. It is a metaphor. Metaphor. Yes. Two roads here refers to choice, choices of life, right? So, metaphorical in nature. I hope this is clear to you that this is an autobiographical and nostalgic commentary on life, right? Now, let's talk about the poetry. What are the literary devices which have been used in it? I would like to request you to note down the things which are being told to you. The literary term used in it, symbolism. Symbolism, yes. Roads are the symbol of choices. Right. Then here personification has been used. Where it has been used, I will tell you when I'll be explaining the poetry. Right. Then here the poet has used quatrain. Now what is quatrain? Quatrain, 5 lines stanza. In this poetry, we have 4 stanzas, each stanza containing 5 lines. These 5 line stanzas are called quatrain. Right? This 5 line stanza is called quatrain. I will tell you briefly that what do we call 2 line stanza, 3 line stanza. I'll tell you briefly later on. But right now we'll be discussing about this poem that metaphor has been used in it. Please note down all the literary devices told to you in this, right? You have to write all the information in your notebook too, right? Now let's discuss the first stanza of the poem. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry, I could not travel both. And be one traveler, long I stood and looked down, one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Now, this is our first stanza. As I have told you, two roads. Two roads are the symbol of two choices. Diverged. Diverged is fogged, divided. Please note down the meanings. Yes, diverged, separated. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood. Yellow color symbolizes autumn season. Yes, this is the season of autumn, and in autumn season, we know that there is falling of the leaves, right? Leaves fall in autumn season. So, this is autumn season. Yellow wood. Yellow wood here refers to the autumn season, and wood refers to the forest. It is a time of autumn season when the poet was going, and when he was going, he came to a point where two roads were diverging in yellow wood. The poet was going somewhere. While going, he reached to a point where two roads were diverging in yellow wood. Diverging is like this, two roads. One way was going to somewhere else, and the other way was going to somewhere else. So the two roads were diverging in a yellow wood. And sorry, I could not travel both. It is natural that we cannot go on two roads, we cannot go for two choices at a particular point of time. So here the poet says, and he feels sorry that he could not travel both the roads. That means he could not make both the choices together. And be one traveler, long I stood. Be one traveler, that means he could have chosen only one, as at one point of time we can make only one choice. So he was unable to make choice, and he stood there for a long time. He was thinking which road is to be chosen. So he stood there for a long time. He was thinking which road he should choose, and then looked down one as far as I could. And he stayed there, he stopped there and looked down both the roads very carefully. He stayed there, he saw both the roads, and then to where it bent in the undergrowth. One road diverged, one road bent into the undergrowth. Undergrowth means small plants and greenery. So while he was standing over there and thinking which road he should choose, so he saw one road which bent into the greenery, into the small plants. So what he could see? He could see one road, as the other road was, as the other road bent into the undergrowth. Now I just summarize the whole stanza once again. The poet was going somewhere, and while moving, he reached to a point where he had two choices before him, and he feels sorry that he could not travel both. So only he could choose one road. So he stood there for a long time thinking which road he should choose, and he stayed there for a long time and observed both the roads. Out of these two roads, one road bent into the undergrowth. I hope this first stanza is very much clear to you. Now, let's talk about the rhyme scheme of the first stanza. Rhyme scheme. Rhyme scheme is when the words, the lines, words, last words sound similar. As first line, last word would sounds similar with the third and fourth lines last words stood and could. So this would, stood, and could sound similar, and these words have same rhyme scheme, which is A. Second line's last word and fifth line's last word are the same rhyming word, both and undergrowth. So these similar rhyming words have similar rhyme scheme. It's B, right? So let's discuss the complete rhyme scheme. It's A B A A B. I hope this rhyme scheme is clear to you. Here in this stanza, anaphora. Anaphora has been used. What is anaphora? Second, third, and fourth lines, first words. Second, third, and fourth lines, first words are same. Or we can say all these three lines are starting with the same word. It's anaphora. I hope this is clear to you, right? Here in this stanza, metaphor has been used. Metaphor, yellow wood. Then I have told you the symbolism has been used for roads for choices. Then I have told you that what is the rhyme scheme. Rhyme scheme is AB, AAB, right? I hope all these points are clear to you. So you have to note down all the points. In my next video, I'll be discussing second, third, and fourth stanza. Till then, do write all the discussed point in this video.